There was a candy shop, a stationery store, a dry cleaners, sporting goods. For some reason, that one caught my eye. Besides, I had to sit down somewhere and rest. The worst thing was being alone. Utterly, completely alone. And this was the way it would always be from now on. Just walking and sitting, eating and smoking and reading the same newspaper over and over again. But for now, I needed a flashlight and some candles or a lantern for tonight. There were tennis rackets, rods, and reels. I could always go fishing if there were any more fish. The gun department. Never used a gun in my life. Wouldn't know how to. I suppose I could learn for self-protection, but against whom? Or target practice. That might fill some time. I had my pick: Remington, Winchester, Marlin, or a pistol. Yes, why not? A revolver like a cowboy in a Zane Grey novel. It felt strangely heavy but balanced, as if it belonged in my hand. Without thinking, I began to load it. And then something came over me, settling on my shoulders like a great weight. The sadness of it all, the pity, the loneliness, and the sheer utter waste. I thought, what does it matter now? What does it matter? Who will know? Who will care? It doesn't matter one bit. So I raised the gun and looked at it. How well made it was. Finely machined, polished to a bright silver shine, and so carefully balanced the way it rested in my hand. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make a bit of difference. This is perfectly all right. I mean, this is solitude. We should be grateful. I've never had much of that. I've got things to occupy my time. I've got enough food. I'm really extremely fortunate.
I've been taking all the guns and blasting everything. Fucking
sameness. Or just something else. Someone.
that propane tank. Boom!
And so I could be forgiven for this, the way things are now. I put it to my head and cocked. If there is a God, surely I'll be forgiven. And then I saw it. Wait, what's that? I could see the entire next block through the hole in the wall. And there it was. I adjusted my glasses and read the sign from here. Public library! Yes, oh yes, I forgot all about it. But you're still here, aren't you, my greatest friend? You have never failed me. Not burned at all. Why, the whole interior is untouched. There are thousands of books here, tens of thousands, all waiting to be read. Collected works of Shakespeare, complete works
George Bernard Shaw, Paul Browning, Shelley, Keats, great dramas of the world, books, all the books I need, all the books I want, or have ever wanted. Poetry, fiction, history, it's all here.
It's all here.
And now my journal ends because I have things to do. It doesn't matter whether I write it down or not. All I have thought and felt has already been said by the great writers, the poets, and philosophers, the historians of times past. I know that nothing is new, nothing is ever lost, so long as there are books. In the midst of this catastrophe, I have been reborn.
Wait, I know what's
This
gonna
pile
happen.
is January, and that one over there, February, March, April, May, this year, next year, the year after that, without end. I think I'll begin with biographies, then short story collections, and move into the great novels. I'll vary them by subject matter. Science fiction in the spring, Wells and Asimov, Bradbury and Clark, Sturgeon and Le Guin, and Philip K. Dick. And then some whodunits for the long nights. Agatha Christie and Christian Highsmith and Sue Grafton. And the best part, the very best part, is that there's time now. There's all the time I need, all the time I want. There's time enough at last. Where to
Starting to remind me
start?
of
What a foolish concern. I believe it was Charles Ford who said, "Imagine a circle, begin anywhere."
But
I feel like a kid in a
something got
candy
broken.
store. So many wonders laid out before me, all of them indescribably delicious.
There it is.
My glasses.
Yeah. This is an old one.
Completely shattered.
Got all the
Never be
books
able to
and all
put
the
them
time in the
together
world.
again.
Can't read a damn thing.
Oh, it isn't fair. It isn't fair at all. It was time now. It was finally time.
Well, he can
Plenty
find
of
something.
time. All the time in the world. It isn't fair. It isn't fair. No, it isn't fair.
Best laid plans of mice and men, and Mr. Pippas, the small man in the thick glasses, who asked very little of life, who wanted nothing but time to live, only a moment out of an eon of moments, a mere instant out of eternity, for himself. Henry Bemis, now just part of the landscape, smashed beyond all recognition. Just another piece of rubble, a fragment of what man has deeded to himself
They can find like a
in the twilight zone.
microscope. What do they call it?
Hi, this is Carl Murray, producer of the
Magnifying glass.
Twilight Radio.
At worst,
Take
they
a
have
moment
read.
to tell you about
They
the
can still
official
read.
website and
There's got to be like something around there somewhere.
where you'll get the latest news and information on these Twilight Zone radio dramas. Plus, at twilightzoneradio.com, you can digitally download 3 free episodes or any of our episodes for only $1.95 each.
That's
In this age of ever-changing
story's been
technology,
done.
we've decided to make these episodes
there's
instantly
even, like,
available to you by making the
cartoon
Twilight
jokes
Zone
about it.
radio dramas a digital download-only series. This means that this series will no longer be offered on CD. The CD collections at our website are now being offered while supplies last at buy one, get one free. So be sure to get your favorites before they're sold out. Be sure to visit us often, and I'll see you in the zone.
Time Enough at Last, starring Tim Kazurinsky with Stacy Keach as your narrator, was adapted for radio by Dennis Etchison and based on a script by Rod Sermon from a story by Lynn Venable. Heard in the cast were Meg Falcon, Christian Stolten, Deb Dotzer, Carl Amari, Vince Amari, and Vince Girasoli.
To learn more about the Twilight Zone radio dramas, visit our website at twilightzoneradio.com. This copyrighted radio series is produced and directed by Carl Amari and Roger
Look,
Wilson
more bridges.
for Falcon Picture Group.
Fucking Texas.
Doug James speaking. To Serve Man, starring Blair Underwood with Stacy Keach as your narrator, was adapted for radio by Dennis Etchison and written for the Twilight Zone by Rod Sermon, based on a short story by Damon Knight. Heard in the cast were Doug James, Alyssa Fraser, C.J. Amar, Amber Link, Christian Stolte, Jeff Lupetin, Kip Karstedt, Terry Burnham, Tony Sancho, Alex Sopino, Steve Keys, Joby Cerny, Kurt Nabin, Amanda Amari, and Rick Arthur. To learn more about the Twilight Zone radio dramas and to obtain audio cassettes and CDs of these programs, visit our website at twilightzoneradio.com. The producers of the Twilight Zone wish to thank CBS Enterprises, Carol Serling, Dennis Etchison, Dick Gresham Associates, Claire Simon Caston, Terry Jennings, XM Satellite Radio, Sirius Satellite Radio, our sponsors, and our radio affiliates for helping make this series possible. This copyrighted radio series is produced and directed by Carl Amari and Jason Malloy for Falcon Picture Group. Doug James speaking.